Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to bring you, with wonderful people along with my side, the finals to what is going to be an exciting Left 4 Dead 2 tournament. I have with me here, not to spoil the fun already, I have with me here Hollywood, ProdigySim, and Kissme making a return to cast this game with me. How are all of you fellas?
Yo! Doing pretty good over here. My good man Infested, how are you?
I'm excited to be here, I'm telling you that much.
Yes, indeed. Here we are for the final match of the MavWar Hype Tournament Unity 2018. It just keeps getting more words in the name, but it's the same old MavWar Hype.
We are playing on Die Scraper Redux 3.6. Apparently there was a recent update. Not that I would know. This is an add-on campaign. It's a 4-map campaign, which means that, there is not a lot of room for comebacks, but it's, it's a dangerous one. I think we all enjoy it. There are lots of death charges, lots of really interesting tank fight areas. It's a grand old time.
Yeah, it's a pretty good map overall. I think competitive-wise, it goes surprisingly well. I mean, there's not any really harrowing tank fights. There's some tough ones, but I played on this map last night with Kissme, and frankly, it seems like there's sort of strats to take everything on this.
Absolutely. Speaking of playing this map and strats, I played Scrim to warm up Lovebone's team just a few minutes ago before joining it here, and they have been scrimming this map to death. I mean, just 24/7. They're always in these servers playing this map. They have certainly defined themselves by their practice. I think out of all the teams, they've certainly done the most practice and put the most effort into it, and it's really paid off because, going into this tournament, they were considered the underdogs of the team. I don't think anyone really expected them to make it this far.
Yeah, no, this is a pretty good finals game. I think Kissme and I played last night against the opposing team. Bravo sucks at Tetris, and they certainly beat us. But it seems like both of these teams came pretty prepared for this match. I don't know, Hollywood, you've been watching these two teams the whole tournament. And would you care to make a side bet? Who's your vote for? Which team do you think has the upper hand here?
Oof.
We're throwing out the big guns already.
That's a tough one to call because, funnily enough, these teams started in the same group. I believe it was Group D, and they actually, so they've played already. I believe Lovebone was able to take it just barely over Bravo Sucks, but that was only out of a crazy finale turnaround on Hard Rain of all places, where the tanks were just completely, lopsided. One of the tanks wiped, and then Lovebone was able to make it to the finale with an absurd amount of health bonus, and they won by 300 points or something. And as I said before, every single time people were thinking, Lovebone is the underdog, Lovebone is not expected to win this match, they're not expected to win this match. But time and time again, they beat, some really strong teams. They beat Thinking, they beat Pink Slip, they beat Bravo Sucks already in the group stage. So it's, I would put my money on them, not for any sort of, bias, because, my fellow co-casters are on that team, Blake, who is a sub, and Rails, who is the captain. I just think that, at the end of the day, they have put in a ton of work into this, not only scrimming this map, but just in general. And I think that's going to pay off for them in this tournament. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, it definitely can. I mean, the old adage with a lot of competitive esports is just that the main difference between a competitive team and a non-competitive team is that one of them plays the game a heck of a lot more, and it sounds like Lovebone has been putting in that time.
Yeah, I mean, Lovebone's definitely come a long way. They just got off of a fresh win over Pink Slip this previous week, and then ended up knocking out Thinking, which I don't know their entire roster. I know Brittany's on. I'm not too sure of who their captain was for it, though. But yeah, it looks like we are actually going to start going live here. Round 1 underway, first half. We are going to have Bravo Sucks over on the Survivor side. First, it's going to be 2 Hunters along with that Jockey and Spitter. It looks like first hit and 1 Hunter dead. Another one going in. Gets shut down in the window, though. Jockey gets meleeed down. And Spitter gets shut down easily.
Wow, Nagi and Purple starting that out strong with those 2 skeets back to back. Survivors are delayed a little bit by Spit, but pretty strong opener. I think that opening hit is notoriously hard to get anything off of, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you had like a charger or something, you could make it work because it's kind of narrow hallways and all that. But if you're just stuck with 2 hunters and a jockey and a spitter of all things, so you're not going to get really any stumble unless they're all stacked up. So it's going to be a little rough. And yeah.
Do I see a quad cap right here? Lovebone coming in with the quad cap. Oh, Hunter's going to get skeeted, but they do get a 2 cap momentarily onto those players. Nice quick clears, though, by Bravo Sucks, and early tank is up.
Indeed, it will be in the hands of, hold on here, Verbansky for Team Lovebone. So this is going to be a pretty pivotal tank, because even if the team doesn't wipe here, if the survivors are actually allowed to get to the safe room and the other one doesn't, that's going to be around 400-point difference in distance alone. So it's not even come down to damage at that point, it's just distance. So we're going to see the opposite team want to reciprocate whatever the outcome of this half is. Did we do a roster rundown? I don't even know, because I was in the can.
I think Infested took care of most of that.
I took care of the team names. I have not done the roster rundown, everybody. If you want to take care of that out to the tank fight, that would be glorious.
I mean, this tank's not going in anytime soon. Gotta sack those boomers. On Bravo Sucks, we have Nisu, Rage Cake, Nagi, and Purple. On Lovebone, we have Lobster Facts, Verbansky, Vanille, and of course, Rails Barlow.
Do we want to take this to a war room right away?
Yeah, why don't we take this to a Survivor war room to see how they manage to survive?
He's here.
Jacket, down here. Dead? Let's go fast. Good job, guys. Great job. Pop pills, go fast.
And we are back. That was the first tank of the game there from Verbansky. A lot of damage going out, but not quite being able to secure the wipe in any sense. They got a good amount of damage due to that jockey landing, but tank mostly just throwing out damage. No wipe here.
Indeed, we see Purple going for the crowner. Doesn't get it, though. Good interception there by the Smoker. Scratching that witch and then pulling Purple in for the down. And that's going to be a boom going out onto him as well. Charger spawn up in the side hallway. Gonna kind of be left out, hang out there and dry. But let's do a quick roster rundown here. For Team Bravo Sucks, we have Misu, Rage Kick, Nagi, followed up by their Captain Purple. And ProdigySim take the other.
Yeah, sure. For Lovebone, we've got Lobster Facts, Vanille, Verbansky, and Captain Rails Barlow. Make sure you guys all know who's playing in this finals match. Looks like Survivor's actually heading pretty close to the safe room. Nice, interesting pull up there on the front. Gonna get a bunch of damage in onto Purple, trying to take away that damage bonus, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, they've definitely done a good job thus far. No pills remaining on the Survivors, but the safe room is just right up ahead here, so they're going to be able to walk in there with a pretty hefty health bonus, sitting at a 440 right now, and I don't really see much that's going to dictate that any further. They're just going to run in, actually, so that's it.
Yeah, wow, I didn't think that would be the last hit of the round, but it was. Great timing by Team Bravo Sucks right there.
Speaking of, really skilled players like Purple, it is worth mentioning that we've got 2 candidates in the running for MVP of the entire tournament in this game. Purple, the team captain for Team Bravo Sucks at Tetris, and Rails Barlow, the team captain for Team Lovebone. They both have 3 votes apiece. I believe Trice is actually in the lead with 4, but if one of these 2 can get another vote for this game, they will take precedence given that they're, getting the MVP for the grand finals of the tournament.
Sounds good.
Yeah, opening hit coming in real quickly right there. Not a lot more effective for Team Bravo Sucks. Getting a little bit of jockey damage in right there, but both of those hunters taken down very easily. Nice skeet by Vanille.
Indeed, it looks like we're going to have another pause here. For those that are not aware, we're actually going to have pot mirrored tanks, which means if a captain gets the tank on one map, the opposite team's captain will get the tank on the same map. And right now, it looks like it's a little offset. Purple is receiving this tank, but he shouldn't be, so they're actually just swapping it here in this pause.
Should make things a little more interesting, a little more even.
Yeah, that's something I was always a little hesitant about in these. I'm glad that something was actually resolved for it. I felt like, if a captain gets one tank, and you know it's a very pivotal tank, and then the pot one on the other team gets it. It's kind of like, eh.
Yeah, it definitely takes out some of the randomness between these teams, especially in a tournament with a format like this. It's definitely nice to see. But I guess that means Nagi is going to have to try to find more with his tank than we saw Lovebone find with Verbanski's.
Indeed.
Coming in right now, though, that's a nice charge, actually getting about 30 damage in onto Verbanski in the back.
Yeah, something interesting on the last half as well, I forgot to point out. Bravo Sucks actually took that tank in an interesting spot that I've never seen at least taken. They held it on that staircase outside of this room, and I've seen pretty much every other scrim thus far hold it inside of that room that Lovebone's currently sitting in.
I want to point out one thing real quick. They had pills in the room that Verbanski took for this tank fight that the other team did not have, and that's just a little tiny thing. But there's a big rock coming out. Oh my god.
Yeah, first rock coming out from Nagi goes right through the window, connects onto, I believe that was Ellis. And let's just kick this over to an SI worm for this tank in the hands of Nagi.
Let's do it.
Forget a boomer, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Perfect.
I'm going in.
Be ready to help early. I'll call it. Just wait. Alright, let's go. Nice, double charge in the corner.
What is this? Are you lagging?
Nice, last one. Keep going. One more on him. No!
The Deagle!
Nice try.
How did he... Wait, was that all ground fire that killed him? He had 800 HP!
Vanille with the Deagle was able to kill the tank at the last second. That was so close to a wipe for Lovebone.
Alright, Deagle OP.
I think Lobsterfax actually got a melee in at the last second as well, so I think he actually saved himself from that wipe right there, but kudos all around, really keeping it together, everyone focusing that tank, and they managed to stay alive.
Jeez, and that's huge. Because if they went down right there, they would have been down by 900 at least going to the next map. And I mean, now they have the chance to make the map and gain the full 400 or 500 in distance. And that is severely going to limit that gap. But anyway, attack them in here. Jockey down and coach at the bottom of the drop. And they still have that Hunter and Charger ready to go. Jockey's actually still up as well. So they have a tri-cap possibility here. It's going to be in a pretty narrow section, though. Hunter dead. Jockey goes and gets killed off. And Charger lands very briefly. But yeah, I mean, just the fact that they beat that tank is going to allow them to really just close this gap. They're definitely below in HP as is. It's 440 to 131. So they're definitely going to be down after this round. It's just a matter of how much now.
Yeah, this is a hybrid like damage bonus, health bonus config, so they are still carrying some bonus to be sure. And actually, I want to call it on that last hit, Rails Barlow had a really nice sort of side ski on that Hunter. I thought that looked pretty sick from my view at least. I hope you guys saw that. And nice, insta crown on that witch, just rushing it in front of the smoker. Rails Barlow gets the crown, and that's mostly going to shut down this hit right here.
Let's go.
I cannot see the chat at the moment. I apologize.
Just send them all to Kissme. Let's read them out. We'll read them all out.
Give them!
Compartmentalization. I do the move and you do the reading.
Yeah. And I wonder, you know, this team is not going to be able to rush through the rest of the map nearly as quickly as we saw Bravo Sucks do. They've already got too slow right now. SI pre-spawning, look at that boomer, unable to find anything. Survivor's just going to keep trucking through. And it looks like this tri-cap from Bravo Sucks is not interested in committing. Is this a random horde from the back?
I mean, the boom didn't land.
Definitely didn't. There's a lot of comments coming in the back. Meanwhile, they threw their SI head up in the front. A lot of chip damage going in. Rails Barlow now slow, and Lobster Pack's down again. I believe that's a black and white on Coach.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how Rails Barlow actually commands his team and gets this comeback, if they're able to do it. As far as I know, they've mostly spent the time in their past matches in the forefront of the scores. They've never really played from behind, if I'm correct, that is. But anyway, Triboom going in here, going to initiate the attack. Charger walking from the back. Jockey running as well. Lots of punches. DP going out, 24 DP actually onto Alice. Jockey bringing Nick back. Coach dies off due to common. And this Hunter's going for scratches on the rails. Almost gets the incap before it's about the end of the round. But that will actually possibly allow him to get the pickup. Nope, he's jumping, running past him common. And this is not looking good.
Wow, at this point, I feel like he should go for max distance score, although it's a difference of, maybe 5 points at most. And that is the wipe.
Yeah, so they're going to be down by around 450 points going into map 2 here. Basically half the score of Team Bravo Sucks. Is that our best name award, by the way? Because I feel like Bravo Sucks wins.
There's a lot of good candidates for best name. We had Thinking, Bravo Sucks at Tetris, Lemon Party, Lovebone. Innuendos abound in this tournament.
We have a couple shout outs here. Shout out to all the people who donated money to make this tournament possible, and shout out to that one map with the explosion that killed the guy.
I love that map.
Yeah, great explosion.
The round is live. We do have Bravo Sucks coming out on Survivor first. Purple taking the opening common killing duties. SI set up with, looks like a 3-1 boomer setup. Pretty standard setup, I'm guessing. Oh, he actually triggers the alarm car. Survivor's going to take this alarm car horde back in the safe room.
Yeah, this is a pretty common strat. They tend to just, trigger the alarm car, then run it back in the safe room and clear out all the common just so they can go out there and there's no risk of the SI being able to use that during their first hit.
It also makes me wonder, now I'm not too familiar with the distance of this map, but I'm wondering if they're planning on taking the tank back to this area, because it's at 35%. I'm not too sure if that's close enough for them to duck into the shutter up ahead. If you remember where we took the tank last time, or in that skirting piece. It's like in the shutter down that street under, or in the building, I guess. So I'm wondering if they're planning on taking tank back here. Maybe this is just a, forethought from them.
35% is fairly far into this map. That is going to be past this next building that they have to enter, and presumably I would estimate maybe around this C to RV. We'll have to see. But generally, taking the tank in this area is preferable because it's a big, huge open space. There is a hittable, but it's very hard to work around all these trees and this little playground here. Very Survivor-sided.
There we have the hit going in. We actually have a pounce and spit landing on 2 for a pretty good amount of damage. The smoker tongue got cut, but Rails Barlow racking up about 50 damage on the spitter right there. That is not a bad opening hit, especially without having a commons or alarm car to play off of.
Yeah, they definitely lost a bit of the style points, though, as both hunters missed their DPs. But, they should be happy with that damage regardless. 50 damage and spit. You can't really ask for much.
That's like 2 DPs, right? Basically.
Yeah, but they could have had 100.
That's true. Next in, nice boom went in through the front and just getting some chip damage in from that hunter-jockey combo onto a couple survivors. I don't know, do people even land DPs in this game anymore?
I did yesterday.
I don't believe you.
Of all the tournament games I've cast, I have not seen a DP in a tournament game. But I suppose anything's possible.
I'm freaking visceral reincarnating.
Reloading here.
We figure Survivors, it says they're at 23% through the map, so yeah, it looks like 35 is going to be pretty far up. Probably not gonna end up running back to that safe room area, but it's better safe than sorry. Maybe they'll get pushed back there for some reason or another, and gotta have it available.
Indeed. So for this next hit, we're going to see a smoker, charger, jockey, and a spitter. They're definitely going to try and play into that charger here, as they have 2 supports that they could definitely benefit off of with that charger. And then obviously put that spit right down top of it. But tank actually comes up, so they are actually be forced back here by the spawn still being up. Tank actually spawns up right in front of the charger too. Attack coming in. Charger looks at her, gets a double charge. Spit goes down, misses though, is a little shy. And the rest of the hit's not going to get much. But yeah, they're going to be actually forced to go backwards, it seems to me, maybe. No? I lied.
Looks like they're going to stay around this area. Way back when I had played this map before, I remember people tried to fight it around these areas, and it looks like Survivor's actually very interested in pushing forward. This might just be a bait, but Tank's going to commit off of it. They've got a 3-1 split going on with this Tank right now. And Tank actually down to about 60% of his HP. SI just now getting spawns, but he does get a nice big punch onto Nagi right there. This may even be a corner. He's trying to juke the melees though, and actually whiffing right now. Smoker gonna get cleared instantly in the back. Nagi taking another punch. That's 3 punches onto Nagi so far, I believe. And a nice rock straight into Misu's face with a follow-up punch. This Tank though, not gonna find anything else off of that.
Yeah, that Tank just pretended he was swimming and was just paddling all the way at the air. he didn't really land all that much of anything. And the bad news is for Team Lovebone there is that was actually Rails' tank. So they're going to have to go up against a purple tank in the same area, and I can almost guarantee you Purple's going to bring that ball from the statue in, and he's going to force the survivors either back or play around the ball. And, yeah, balls can be deadly. Anyway, next hit coming in here. Jockey looking to initiate here, not going to be able to do it. They'll get shut down along with the Charger. Smoker lands briefly, and Spitter just doing her thing.
Another hit down. It looks like Bravo sucks. We've got 2 sets of pills remaining. They should have enough to just sort of start running through these events and get towards that end of map. Sitting with a pretty high and mighty 874 health bonus right now. Now, I don't think we'd see this, but is there any reason for a team to wait out this event? I guess not when you're bleeding at all.
That would certainly not be my call. It's generally an easy run through after you take this hit, which looks like the survivors are doing. There is a Charger punching Ellis just a little bit, but they are going to make it through. Typically the strat is you run down this hallway and then there's a little shop area in a corner. You can take another hit if you need to, and then deactivate the alarm.
Yeah, the only real reason why I could see a team actually holding it out was if the tank was ahead, but there isn't one, so yeah, I just couldn't find a reason anyway. But Witch up now, looking to get it. In fact, he does. Coach taking it down, Jockey lands briefly, and that's going to kind of scatter the hit because the other 3 SI weren't ready, but they're going to go in a little bit late here. Hunter, Smoker working away from the back. Hunter lands. A quad boom actually on the front and back players, and that Smoker's just not having a good day right now, actually.
Oh man,
like 3 times.
That could have been a sick pull. He missed the first pull though, and the second one got boomer popped. But he almost had a pretty reasonable split off of that. Just not his day, I guess. But survivors heading towards the final area right now. They have one more wait out event, one more horde event while this elevator comes to them. So this will probably be our next to last SI hit. Pull going in, Pounce looking for the intercept, not quite going to find it. He's going to finally land a cap afterwards with Spit on top of it, but Purple getting out of it relatively quickly. Every little bit counts.
This is going to hurt Lovebone a lot. I mean, the health bonus as it stands is 720 there, and they're going to walk that into the safe room. So you are now going up against a team that is 1,900 points ahead of you, and you have to go up against a purple tank. So you got a couple different things not going your way, to say the least.
Yeah, this is going to be, I mean, this round could be incredibly telling.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at that street, like you mentioned, it's going to be kind of hard to even get corners like we saw Rails, because all the buildings are kind of very flat and straight. There's no makeshift corners or ways to like stop the survivor from flying 20 feet when you punch him. So it's going to be a little interesting. But anyway, attack coming in here. Hunter, Smoker both land immediately on 2 survivors. Smoke's still going off on that survivor there. That'd be Nick. Other Hunter lands. Tri-Boom goes out. And that's a good amount of damage. But we see less damage coming out on this hit than we did last half, as Rails got 50 damage and Spit alone on that half.
Yeah, that is true. Survivors did not opt to shoot the alarm car in this segment, though. Probably not thinking they're going to come back to this area. And they do get a free choke off of that hit. They didn't get a second hit in that area, so definitely down on the SI hits over distance for Team Bravo sucks, and the tank is really going to be up before they get a chance to do another one.
Yeah, we do have a little bit of Rails support going in the Twitch chat now. So we do have definitely some Rails fans here. They're looking for a good take here on the survivor half. Tank comes up in the hands of Purple, obviously. And yeah, this is a big one. They're playing it forward.
We want to take this to a war room, everyone.
Sure. Why don't we do an infected war room for this one?
Oh,
Maybe not now.
Alright, backing off of that.
Yeah.
Sorry, better
You're
early
fine, you're
than
fine.
not, right?
Yeah. They're going
I
back
didn't
now?
expect you to run so far back.
No problem.
You're just hanging out at this hammer.
Yep.
You
I
want
would
to
get the
pull?
glove, but I don't think it's worth it for me.
No, it's not.
Alright, I'm pushing in. I will try and push them back, you guys. No guarantees.
I'll be forward just in case.
I'm just pushing back, guys. I'm chasing Vanilla the whole time. You guys should go now. Oh, I'm dead.
Wow. I don't want to down talk anything, but that was really well taken by
for the
survivors.
purple tank.
Kissme.
Yeah.
Where's our purple tank? Where's our
Dude,
purple
it's
tank?
purple. Like, purple's solid. Like, I've had this conversation before with a lot of people. I vote purple best player in Left 4 Dead, not because he's so much better than somebody else, but when you play against purple, you're playing against purple. Like what's that noise, Piston? What's that noise supposed to be?
You know, purple has once said, you know, I can wipe with any tank in Left 4 Dead, and that's certainly not what occurred here. But our next hit does come in. There's two boom going out. Not gonna. Oh, we actually get a momentary 2-cap right there. That smoker not getting cleared too quickly on Rails Barlow. And you know, if you look at the health bonuses right now, Lovebone sitting at that 1134. This is the comeback you guys are looking for. That is a whole 400 points up from the health bonus of Bravo Sucks right now, and I believe that'll almost just about get them even with Team Bravo Sucks.
Yeah, I mean, they had, once again, the score differential was around 450 points coming into this map here. So if they can make the safe room with this health bonus, which will be pretty hard because there's about 4, maybe 5 hits left from the SI to take. But, you know, if they do, this is going to be a virtually tied game going to map 3. Once again, this is a 4-map campaign, so we're almost halfway through it. But attack coming in here, Spit goes a little too early. Charger ends up landing after the Spit goes down. Tri-Boom goes out on 3 of the survivors. And that's going to spell the end of that hit. So Survivor's going to start making their way through this narrow corridor. I don't know what this is, subway? Something like that.
It's like a subway entrance tunnel.
Yeah.
It's like a subway station. I don't know. Witch, we do have some SI up, possibly able to do the Witch, but it's going to be a draw crown from Rails Barlow. Lands it perfectly.
And gets 25 bonus points.
Indeed. That 25 counts, and we're almost to the end of the map here. Maybe got 3 SI hits left to go, and I can't imagine that we're going to get a huge amount of SI damage off of that, but we'll see what happens. Nice jock landing right there on Rails Barlow, but no intercept to follow up. We do have a little bit of spit damage onto Coach with that pounce in the back, and a delay on the survivors just a little bit from the spit.
Indeed, we do. So health bonus going down to a 990 now. They are 290 points approximately up from where we saw Purple's team walk in this safe room with. And this could be the last hit. They start the event, they go off to the side. And it looks like they're going to hold here for the singular hit that should have to go.
Ellis hit the button through the fence. I never knew you could do that.
Yeah, I actually didn't either. I was confused. I was like, wait, who ran around the fence already? But attack's going to be a Charger, Jockey, Boomer, and a Smoker. So it's going to be a 3-1, obviously, and let's see if they can make something happen here. I wouldn't be surprised if they wait and let their stars push towards the door first, which they're actually going to do.
It seems that way. I'm surprised. I haven't seen many survivors take it in this area. I wonder if there's actually, like, some spawns behind, like, that bus outside or something. But looks like SI not able to find anything remotely close to these survivors. There's a pull on Rails Barlow. Looks like it was a bait. Charger not going to land, though. Oh, Tri-Boom coming in. There's still a couple SI up, going in for punches. Nice jockey onto Rails Barlow. Huge separation. And so many punches onto Ellis right there. That brought down another 100 or so points off of that health bonus.
Indeed, and they walked away in the safe room. They are going to gain back 120 points approximately. So that's pretty good. I mean, you got to be pretty happy with that. So the score differential is going to come down to 330 points in favor of Purple.
Yeah, that's definitely a morale booster round for the Team Lovebone right there. They've got to be pretty happy about that. I mean, they didn't make it with a perfect health bonus, but that tank fight's got to feel pretty good. And I have to wonder how Bravo Sucks is feeling about that one right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you just literally got a no-hitter tank with Purple, I mean, you guys got to be... You got to feel pretty happy about that on your survivor half. I mean, Real's team must be pretty happy right now, because that spells which tanks are actually left for Bravo Sucks now. First tank was Nagi?
Verbansky Nagi.
So then we're down to Rage Cake and Misu for Bravo Sucks, and on Team Lovebone, Rails was that one, and then
Vanilla and Lobster.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen on the finale? Aren't there like multiple tanks on the finale?
There are 2 tanks on the finale. I believe one spawns at 300 distance points, and then the second one, I forget. But the finale is not the place to make any sort of comeback. If I'm gonna voice an opinion real quick here, I would say that this match will more than likely be decided by this map here. There are lots of death charge spots on here, and this is where the really dangerous tanks come from. The finale is not, it's this map is very no mercy in that, there's lots of hallways and death charges throughout the map, but once you get to the finale, it's mostly a camp spot.
Round going live here. We have Bravo Sucks on the survivor half. First attack coming here. Triple boom going out. Hunter gets shut down though really quickly. Pulse still out on purple. Does get cleared. Hunter grabs onto Coach, and that actually ended up being a nice amount of damage. That was around 30 damage right there.
Yeah, not bad for an opening hit. I think the SI are going to be trying to save their next hit for this tank spawn. I can't imagine they want to give away like a free push on that tank to the survivors right here. And the survivors are sitting at 24% of the way through the map. They are trying to spawn it up real quick before those SI get a chance to get up again, and it is up. Spitter going to try to block away, but survivors busting through it. Coach a little split in the back, but survivors do get the cement room, and let's go and put this into an infected war room.
I'm gonna go despawn this real quick. 3 cap here would be pretty much be good, but when you're going in, try to cover try to just like cover the middle of the room. We'll try to get like corners on either Nagi or purple, maybe even Nagi. Try to land that boom lobster, like maybe now. You can get on purple if you arc it over the cubicles. Try to land it.
Watching a backwards push.
Okay, kill that boomer now. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to despawn this on here, so I'm gonna work it in. And if we see like a stumbles or an opportunity for like a multi-cap, we should fucking hit them. But we'll see. Okay. Wait as long as you can. Start going.
Okay.
Go get him now. Good. Smoker's fine. Let her work. Let her work in. Let her work in. Help her now. Go, 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 go. Got purple. Intercept. Nice, nice, nice. Oh! Alright, try to cover the smoke guy maybe. Nice, nice, keep on him.
Nice. One more punch.
Nice. Good damage.
And we are back. There was the tank from Team Lovebone. Survivors did a ton with those SMGs as the tank walked in, but just so close to getting that tri-cap was Team Lovebone right there. Unfortunately not being able to finish it out, but that tank getting a lot of chip even with his last 300 HP.
Yeah, incredibly close again, the wipe there. That tri-cap's so close to being secured here. We do have the witch spawned up, though. I believe she's somewhere in the back of the stands here, maybe? I don't have a glow.
She is past this room, up the next set of stairs, like leading to the event area. It's a good spot for a witch, because there's a corner right there. There's already a hunter waiting to get some kind of intercept. He's going for it.
Oh, what the heck is going on right there? We had a charge landing just behind it, but they did manage to get that full crown with Nagi right there. Able to take it down before getting capped.
Yeah, so well played by them. Health bonus sitting at 702. They are now starting to affect that damage bonus because there's 2 players completely on temporary. 1 pill left on them as well, so they're going to have to try and nurse that a little bit here. And yeah, I mean, right now, if you're Team Lovebone, you're looking at getting some more damage here because you're probably not going to stop them from making safe room. So you just want to try and whittle down that health bonus a little bit more and, open up the opportunity to make a little bit of a comeback here point-wise. But attack coming in, smoke around upon Nick. Jockey gets shot down, though. Charger looking for target, doesn't find anything, though. Just a face full of bullets. And, yeah, that hit really didn't yield all that much.
Now, it looks like the survivors are thinking about moving. I still haven't seen Coach start moving yet. I would think the play here normally is to rush out this vent, since the survivors are now bleeding, but they do have to wait a little while for this gate to actually open. And it looks like they're going to go sit in the Jazz Club for the next hit. That'll give them a quick run up to that doorway next time. And oh man, this room is notoriously hard to get your SI into. And we saw the boomer get popped right there. It looks like the rest of the SI are like, nah, we aren't even going to try. They're setting up on the next choke point. They actually are getting ready to go even without their 4th capper. It looks like Jockey Hunter going in the back, looking for 2 cap. Nice separation play onto Coach right there. Charger just getting some punches in onto Rochelle and Nick. That was a huge amount of punches right there. And Misu taking so much damage in the back, down to slow. We now have 2 survivors slow, off of them looking almost in tip-top shape before that.
Jeez. just so we're clear here, they had a 720 health bonus walking into that event. They're now down to a 383. That last hit there was so critical. The amount of damage that Jockey and Charger gave out just from those two singular SI, that was incredible. So they're going to be walking up the staircase. There's probably one hit left, I believe, maybe two, if I remember this map. But Charger goes in, hits the door, not going to find anything. Spit goes for the delay spit, if anything. And actually, Rochelle jumps into the spit and takes the end cap.
Yeah, Lovebone may actually be able to. I mean, they can milk a lot of damage out of these survivors if they're going this slow. If they get an end cap, you know, on the next couple of hits, they could get 2 or 3 hits out of this instead of just the one that we were imagining.
Yeah, so they're going to climb. I believe this is the final staircase portion. And then they have the giant ladder of doom if it is played correctly.
Indeed, I hate that ladder room. No matter what team I'm on, I can't land anything there as SI. I can't kill anything in there as Survivor. It's just...
That's how terrible. I feel. Survivor just eat everything like there's no tomorrow.
I think spit spreads in there too, which makes it like really cantankerous. But looks like we have... Is this a quad cap? No, right? I'm crazy. It is
This is a quad cap. 2 Hunters, Smoker, and a Jockey in this ladder room of death. Nick is poking his head up in there. Smoker's already spawned up on the bottom. Hunter lands on Nick, it's immediately cleared. The Smoker went for a pull, but it didn't land on anything, but I think he still got the pull.
Interesting. SI taking their time here, just trying to maximize the bleed. If they take long enough, you know, they could get some easy end caps onto Rage Cake, onto Nagi if they bleed out long enough. Nick going up top, trying to just chip these SI down. It doesn't look like it's working incredibly well, though. Finally getting some damage in. They're going to get that Hunter taken down. Pull going in the back, not going to land, and Jockey taken out super quickly as well. Coach is going to eat that pull, though, and he actually gets in-capped right there. This is a huge delay onto the Survivors, and they have a boom on top of it as well.
Indeed, Smoker coming in to be a little bit more of a nuisance here. Gets a scratch onto Coach. Going to reset the in-cap timer. And if he can do this again, the attack's gonna be up. Nick's actually going back down the ladder to try and assist here. Spits up, could throw out the delay spit. Smoker's tongue breaks on the grate though. And this spit's not able to grab a spawn. They're gonna, oh my God, that pull! Oh, felt good. That Smoker almost got the pull off on purple. Couldn't have.
That was such a dangerous situation. 2 of those Survivors were just 1 scratch away from being in-capped. And honestly, if you got those 2 Survivors down, that could easily have turned into a wipe, I think. But they do make it into the safe room and preserve a 312 bonus as well.
They were down around, I believe, 330 points coming to this map here. So if they can even knock that down 150, maybe 200 points, I think they'd be happy here. I think it's definitely possible. First hit coming in here, double them going out. Both Hunters are inside the elevator, do land. Smoker pulls outside. The door closed as well. Purple just doing work on Rochelle, teaching Rails a lesson right there. I can't believe that door closed. That must have felt like the game was over.
Those must have been some perfect stumbles in there. That tri-cap landed so well along with the boom, and that's a lot of damage in on these Survivors already. You know, tons of them in 3-punch range at this point, and SI probably going to be holding for this next tank. I'm really interested to see how both teams play this section right here. Jockey actually going in for a hit right here. SI choosing to use their whole attack.
Indeed, Hunter goes in there, does land, gets cleared. Spitter trying to be a little bit more of a delay here, and actually Alice a little too far, you're gonna have to run through the spit there a bit. But now the whole hit is down. Survivors will push forward, take that cement sandbag room, tank up in the hands of Rage Cake here. This is a pretty pivotal tank, because if they don't at least get 1, maybe 2 win caps here, we could see Lovebone making the safe from here with a big health bonus. I mean, there's still a long way to go through the map, but this tank needs to do some work. It needs to get at least 1 bleeder. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Rage Cake, a lot resting on her shoulders right now.
Indeed. Why don't we take this over to that infected war room to see how it goes?
Same thing as before. We're gonna go early to help her out. Keep waiting. You're good. You're good. Rochelle's right here on me. Alice is right here. Coach is up top.
Ready?
Yep. Go ahead. Let's help. Find
Take
you.
monster.
Nice.
Nice shot.
If I did.
We're back from the tank. That's pretty bare minimum as to what they needed. And now they're gonna start passing pills over the rails. Gonna try and get him a little happy here with the pills and continue through this map. But I think they needed a little bit more. That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the tank in the first half didn't get too much going on, but the SI were definitely a lot more successful in that first half's tank. And this one, the SI just got cleared so easily by the survivors that they're sitting pretty. Next tech coming in, they get a charge spit actually onto Rails Barlow.
Ooh, and the
quite
pole.
going slow, but wow, Lobsterfax actually eating a ton of that spit as well.
Yeah, Lobster actually getting pulled through the spit there, taking a lot of damage. Health bonus just dropped 200 points alone in that attack. Was a 950 down to a 756. And I mean, they're almost meeting that halfway point with health bonus. If Team Lovebone were to make the save and with this health bonus, though, they would be actually in the lead.
Witch coming in. Rails having to go for that draw crown while boomed. He manages to get it and follows it up with his skeet. Look for the level of the charger, but that one's not quite happening.
What the? Yo, Rails is cheating. What the hell? What the hell was that? He just took the witch and immediately after a shot fucking on it. Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to curse. I didn't say anything. Mike, cut out.
Shame.
Cursing is fine during this tournament. All us casters have been cursing left and right this tournament.
Oh, okay. I won't make a habit of it, but.
I can remember that.
But that was actually a lot of damage. Drop the health bonus on the 100. Another attack coming here. Smoker gonna pull on Nick on the side there. Jockey gets shut down. And that should be it. Boomer walking his way and doing a Kool-Aid man through the door. Doesn't find anything though, but Rails is slow down and Lobster is soon to be.
Yeah, these survivors are out of pills. They aren't going to be able to move nearly as quickly as Bravo Sucks was at this point in the map. And again, this is where that pivotal hit came in onto Team Bravo Sucks last round. Lovebone got a ton of damage on him at this point. Interestingly, Lovebone not going to wait out. They're actually going to push right through as this gate opens. And it's working out. SI don't quite have spawns. They're going to come in on this room right now. 2Boom going in. Jockey separating Rails Barlow. This cap is lasting for quite some time. Rails is going to go down in the back room. And Coach, if he gets hit by a couple more commons, he'll be down too.
Yeah, this is getting pretty dire here for the survivors. I mean, they get Rails back up to a 439 health bonus. Scratch goes in, gets one scratch. I don't know who it was onto, though. But survivors have one, maybe two hits left to take here. They do have two slow survivors. So that is going to allow a little bit more leeway time here for the SI with their next hits.
Yeah, these bonuses are actually incredibly close. Because we have damage bonus scoring, you know, every bit of damage that Rails has been tanking for the team takes away points from the survivor team. That Pounce and Smoke going to go in, just doing a bit more chip damage and delaying this pickup onto Lobsterfact.
Indeed.
Survivors, I believe they are still up on bonus. We'll see once we get this end cap picked up for the accurate readout. But they do not have a lot of map left, and we'll have to see if Bravo Sucks can get any more chip damage in before Lovebone hits that safe room.
Yeah, I mean, they're sending out 339 health bonus now. At this point, they were at 700 post tank. Wow. But hit coming in here, Charger whiffs, Hunter lands on Ellis in some funky way. Actually, Rails dies!
What? I guess we missed that he's black and white, but wow, SI is sneaking in the back, managing to finish off Rails Barlow. That's putting a big chunk out of that bonus for the survivors, all the way down to 200 points. So it actually looks like Team Bravo Sucks going to be taking this map by 100, 150 plus points.
Yeah, Charger coming in from the back, lands on Ellis. Smoker is both spawning right behind that. Spit goes in, not going to find any real target to work off of. And the last SI up is going to be that Jockey climbing way up the ladder. And this is not looking good for Team Lovebone. I mean, if you're them right now, you need a big finale map here. And this is not the finale you want to have a big map on. Or be required to, I should say.
Yeah, the scores, I think, are actually still fairly close between these teams, right? Or am I looking at this wrong? Oh, 28-68 for Team Lovebone to 34-10 for Team Bravo Sucks. That's a difference of almost 600 points.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen bigger comebacks happen in this game. I'm not going to rule it out by any means. This is a pretty rough finale, though. The SI can be a little easy to take as you take them on the helicopter pad, and it kind of messes with them when they try to commit, and the wind just blows them off the helipad. But, you know, it's a pretty hairy place to take it regardless, because if you eat a death charge, it's just gone. Like, it's over.
It is worth mentioning that the first time these teams played each other, this was exactly the same situation when they were on hard rain for the finale. Bravo Sucks had the lead, and they had it for most of the game, but Lovebone pulled it out at the end, so it can certainly happen.
Leave it to Lovebone to pull it out. But yeah, I mean, this isn't a huge score differential for their finale. I mean, this finale doesn't strike me as one that's impossible for a team to make, right? Like, do you have one tank fight or two? I forget.
There are two.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Well, then it's kind of difficult.
Well, it is worth mentioning, Lovebone has an interesting strat to deal with these tanks. I'm not sure what Bravo Sucks plans to do, but we'll see how it goes. The first hit is ready, however.
Yes, indeed. Spit gonna split these survivors off while that jockey gets shut down. They still have two hunters up. I wonder if they're just gonna go in for scratches off of this, or maybe try to make a respit play. I believe that spitter's up again. Yeah, going for scratches with one of them, and there's another sneak hunter in the back, maybe trying to play off of the witch. But I don't think we actually have a witch spawn now, so never mind on that one.
Good job, Pisa.
I thought that witch was always there early. Maybe she's
I
not.
actually did too. I'm confused as to where she is right now because she's not there.
She
She's
is on
right
the
on top
ladder.
of the ladder outside.
Or the death charge
that
spot.
SI are setting up.
You can actually glitch this witch fairly easily, so I don't really expect much to happen from here. If they're going to do something major, it's going to be a death charge.
A witch is being pulled, coming
Not.
into the room. Ellis backpedaling really hard to deal with her, and yeah, she does get glitched. Pounces come in, actually landing momentary two caps right there. Turner getting a full slam. That's Verbansky hitting up Nisu for some damage. But survivors make it through relatively unscathed, and will probably go up and start the finale.
Yeah, health bonus sitting at a 1500, but that is certainly going to change here as there's once again two tanks with the long drawn-out periods for SI to hit in between. And I'm interested to see where Bravo Sucks takes this tank or these SI hits, because we know where they took it during our scrim. But I'm wondering if they had found a different plan in the meantime.
Yes, indeed. And I imagine we'll see both teams sit out on that helipad. It seems to be a pretty common strat, but it looks like Team Bravo Sox actually maybe baiting out a hit first. They do actually have to start this event right here. Hunter looking for that wall kick, not going to get it though. There's the pull, getting cleared super quickly with that self-clear. Jockey getting taken down, and now Ellis alone with that Hunter. Nick running through the spit to try to save him, and that's actually a lot of incremental damage on both Nagi and Purple right there.
Yeah, gonna knock him down to a 1420 health bonus. And, I mean, they're in a good spot right now. This is just... Oh, we have a pause here. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out right now, is there really a comeback potential here? I mean, if one of the teams dies on tank 1 and the other one dies on tank 2, that's only a couple hundred points, right? Like, one of these teams has to make finale to really swing this match.
Yeah, and I mean, Purple's team did make it versus us, I think. Did they? Maybe they didn't. But anyway, attack coming in here. Boom lands down to Nick. Charge is shut down like no tomorrow. Proxy out onto Ellis. And Spit's not going to have any real fun there.
I have to say, I kind of like that they're not going out on that helipad. Helipad's a little too janky for my taste. I fell off of it last night while playing this. But yeah, they're probably going to take more incremental chip here. I guess at this point, Bravo Sox is probably thinking, you know, we don't have to get a perfect round on this finale. We need to get a good enough round on Survivor and just close it out on Infected. So they're just playing like safe strats. They don't want to have anything go catastrophically wrong that keeps them from getting to like second tank. So I think this strat makes sense for them. Pounce coming in on that hit. Smoker not really finding too much, and just minor incremental damage, and it's just about time for this tank. Survivors grabbing some extra pills. I noticed actually Purple and Nagi both pre-pilling up, getting ready for this tank. Maybe that's exactly the same thing we saw Rails do in the previous round, these very early pill strats. Of course, the survivors do just have a ton of pills on this finale, or at least they have 4 extra sets of pills and haven't really needed any yet, so it makes a lot of sense. SI hit coming in here, probably last one before the tank. Jockey and Hunter both getting taken down. Nice ski by Nagi, and the tank is now up in the hand of Lobster Facts. What do you say we go to a Survivor War Room to see how Bravo Sucks handles this tank?
Playing with his ball.
Yeah, he's trying to get it.
Good.
Did he fall off?
I think he fell off.
The ball fucking pushed him out, dude!
Did the ball push him? I've done this before!
He glitched into the ball and the ball fucking rocketed him out! It fucking just blew the tank out the window!
I've done this. I've seen this happen
Holy
before.
shit!
You get too comfortable playing with that ball, and that's your downfall. Basically,
Parents
it
walking.
can, like rocket you through the window, and so that does not bode well for Lovebone.
Okay? Does that count as a glitch because the tank glitched out the window and died? Was it his fault for touching the ball?
I hardly think so. We were playing a scrim with Lovebone, like literally just a little while before this match started. Blake had the tank on here, and he was hitting that tank. He must have hit that ball like 20 times, trying to work it to the survivors, but it just wasn't going through the door, and he finally gave up and went in. I've never seen anything like that happen with this hittable. That is crazy.
I didn't actually see it happen, but I've actually been pushed through these windows by that hittable before. So I know it's possible.
I got it.
That, like,
I got
took
it
me a
on
second.
stream. I got it on stream.
Got it. We got the perspective. We'll have to do the replay. There's gonna be disputes.
I was first person in the tank, and all of a sudden, I just see windows flashing by my screen, and I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, the tank went out the window!"
What the hell is this ball made of?
Jesus, that ball's MVP. Wait, everyone vote for the ball for MVP right now. That ball will win the MVP award.
MavWar.com/vote MVP. Make it happen, admins.
Giant metal spiky ball.
Oh my
damn.
god, if I was Lovebone, I would be furious right now, but they do have their second tank. Are you, would you even want to fuck with that ball at this point? No, he's doing
Oh,
it.
he's touching the ball. He's he's walking towards it slowly.
There's anyone who knows how to handle this ball, I feel like it's Rails Barlow.
Rose
Do
like,
we
fuck
want
this ball.
a war room?
Yeah, let's do that Survivor War Room we almost missed out on. Let's go for it.
Alright.
He's bringing the ball in, boy.
Oh my god! It's upstairs. I see it.
Wow.
What do you want to do if it's on?
You could just kite it around like
Yep,
last time
just
we
play
did.
it
I don't
pool,
think it
kite it
fits through
around.
that door.
Yeah, that's when I got stuck in the pool.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, it doesn't. Remember we tried.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh god, stat. Okay. We just were really bad at it, I guess.
Jackie?
Rat stumbled.
It's low. Charger low.
Reload him.
I'm gonna get down. But I have a people.
It's almost dead.
Shoot this thing. No!
Oh god, it rolled.
Are we dead?
He's dead, he's dead. Me first? Me first, me first.
Roll.
These are the craziest balls I've ever seen. Like, what are we? Oh, we're back.
Well, I'll show you something later if you think these balls are crazy. Wow, that was that they got a nice 2-cap in the middle of that tank. And Bravo Sucks looked like they had it handled though at that point, but then Rails pulling out the crazy balls, getting 3 caps on that tank.
It rolled so slowly into Rage Cake. That was so funny.
Yo, this ball's killed the tank. It literally got a mind of its own and started killing survivors now. That ball's MVP. I better see fucking.
Literally killed more players in this round than anything else has.
I need a great giant metal ball MVP vote.
Survivors getting on the helicopter here with little friction, and that's going to be a 166 bonus from Team Bravo Sucks. Damn, if there were 2 tanks on that finale, that would have been a wipe
very differently.
Rails
Very
Barlow,
differently.
tons of damage off of that tank.
So, okay, here's the thing. Now, if you are Bravo Sucks, do you sack your first tank? You get it? Tank died. Fucking get it?
We got it.
He didn't laugh.
I get it.
You didn't get it.
No, I missed it actually. I'm sorry.
Rails shutting the door on that hunter. That was really well done. That door MVP too.
Doors are pretty strong in this game. They're like doors death stop things, you know? It's
There
like
is
when you
a-
get the door slammed in your face.
There's an interesting glitch on this map of Die Scraper. Some of these doors just straight up are not breakable by SI. I was a charger trying to get through a door and I hit it like 2, 3, 4 times. Wouldn't break. So yeah, thank you, devs.
Be careful of those invincible doors. It's like a mini safe room door, basically.
It really is though.
Rails Barlow gonna pull that witch. SI coming in real quickly. Charger not gonna get anything, but Rails Barlow goes down. I think he got stumbled by that charger. Was not able to get the witch crown. And that's first handicap of the round. Rails Barlow gonna be bleeding it out.
Indeed, they're down to the 1300 health bonus. We are looking for sub 800 health bonus on the survivor side. If the moment their health bonus goes below about 800, it's pretty much GG. So they are around 500 points away from winning this tournament. And actually, what is the grand prize for first place? It's not $1,600. Isn't that broken down across the top 3?
The prize for third place, I believe, was 250 to each player. I'm gonna look that up really fast.
I'm a reload. Reloading.
That'll buy you a lot of one-on-one private lessons with XPy, I think. So you can learn not to knock yourself out of the windows on the finale.
By the way, that ball kills you.
By the way.
That'll be $500.
Wait, Purple, this tank, he's gonna do it.
Oh, he's asking.
Yeah, I called it. I'm fucking.
Oh, cool, man.
I'm good at this. I'm good at this, dude.
Yeah. Look at this incredible display of sportsmanship. And now they're gonna have to make it through only one tank. But they have to hold, they can't take more than 400 bonus worth of damage here.
Yeah, I do feel bad for Misu. She's not going to get her tank. I do agree with Purple, though, with that killing this first tank is kind of the nice thing to do. Regardless, hits going in here. Jockey lands on Alice. Spit lands on nothing. And that attack pretty well taken. Yet again, so we're going to see one tank that's going to separate the winner of this game, basically, because they're sitting at a 1220 health bonus. This is doable with one tank.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's entirely possible. And the survivors took down that hit very well. They lost maybe 40 bonus off of that. There aren't going to be too many more hits. And if the survivors keep it up, keeping that incremental chip from going in, they're losing no bonus by just sitting here. And they just need to make it through one tank fairly well. Next hit comes in. Spit actually not even going to hit onto that boom and pound onto Nick. So survivors getting out mostly unscathed, sitting at that 1185.
Real quick here, the first place prize in terms of money is $800 to the team, $200 per player. Second place is $400, $100 per player. So yeah, there is $1,200 worth of prize money for this match right now.
Cool.
God damn.
Easton, you want to make a team and just play really quick here?
I don't know if we'd make it. Man.
Qualify.
Reloading.
Yeah, we can qualify.
Alright, so Misu's up with their tank. I don't know if she's going to just jump it off the building or...
Like it is. I hope we get a good angle on this.
She's spectated.
Oh, she died. That tank just had a heart attack. He had an aneurysm and, go on.
Verbansky saying, good take, good take.
Anger leads to hate.
Indeed, it does.
Yeah, I saw
survivors in the exact same position now. Sorry, you're ahead.
No, that's fine. I saw some people in chat saying, how do we know the tank just didn't misjudge his step and walk off the ledge? If you look at where the tank was, there's windows.
Yeah.
There's just
That glass is not breakable. You can't walk through there.
Yeah, it's like you hit that ball out, and the ball like comes back and bumps into you, and you're like too close to the glass, and so it like tries to push you upwards, and you like clip through the glass in
like when you're
completely
stuck
Left 4 Dead fashion.
Stuck in an object or stuck in a ceiling, the game just kind of moves you, and unfortunately the game moved him outside of the map and he fell to his death. Presumably, I didn't see.
Indeed, Tackleman and Charger and Jockey both landing. Spit does go down, but not onto the charge victim. Went for the Jockey one instead. Health bonus sitting at 944. It's getting close. If I remember correctly, 831 is the magic number. If survivors can keep a health bonus above that, they will win. If it goes below, they are going to lose. Actually, they grab a bunch of pills. Health bonus rockets up to 966.
Yeah, or I saw it up at 991 at one point. I don't know. It's fluctuating a little. They do have more pills they can pick up too, but they do have this final tank they're gonna have to fight. And these survivors are sitting towards the front. I'm kind of wondering if we're gonna see a different strat for this tank. Nice hit actually coming out and getting a lot of spit damage onto Lobster Bags. Health bonus is now down to 862. Survivors just really close to that threshold between winning the tournament and second place right here.
And I'm also being told that the health bonus is actually 731. Possibly I was wrong. So maybe there's another 100 points up for grabs here to help boost the Lovebone. But tank should be coming up right now. This is the make or break. If they take a no-hitter tank here, they could definitely win this. Jockey comes in with the boom. Boomer lands onto Ellis. Charger lands on the server. Up top, Survivors reloading. Not getting that clear easily. And the Hunter also landed. Health bonus down to 759. Assuming it was a 731 health bonus, they got to do a perfect no-hitter from here on out. And actually now it's down to a 734. All right, this is like no more damage. Nope, down to 709. I think they're shooting themselves.
We're going to need a treatise on how to properly score this match afterwards. Tank throwing some rocks in right here. This looks like it might be a rock tank coming out from purple. Why don't we take it to an infected war room for this final tank?
Close. They're going around. Going back. We could send in an early hit for you. Guarantee the damage.
No, I'll just go in with this.
Okay. You're going to.
Watch them bleed him.
They're going around again? Don't go AI. Don't go AI.
You guys should go early.
Okay, can't walk.
Nice.
Oh my god, sorry.
Yeah, that's
Upstairs step.
nice. Yeah,
Get out of my game rails!
I think you're dead though.
No!
We were like grunting the tank and stuff. It was weird.
Yeah, best be fun of me.
Oh, we're
Swimmer's back,
Please
by the
go
way.
on. And we are back. Pretty solid tank from Purple, getting 3 of those survivors down. Just back and forth, punching target A, punching target B. And Lobster Bags left as the sole survivor just to try to rescue his team. The SI hits keep coming in. They're not going to let up. Still trying to get Vanille up right now, and these survivors are so low. I think they have one more set of pills back at the front desk, but that's so far away. And these survivors are so very tired.
That one set of pills is worth 900 health bonus. This is it.
It's the mystery pills. Oh, nice skate from Lobster Bags right there onto the Purple's Hunter. And he does manage to get that pill set.
Coach takes the pill. Health bonus is still at 0.
Yeah, I think it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think pills really do anything. But Charger comes in looking for a death charge on the helipad. Not gonna find it. We will see both teams making it to the safe room, aka the helicopter. So that's something cool. But regardless, Team Bravo Sucks is gonna take the win here with that $1,200 for first place, I believe it was. No, 800?
800 for first place. 200
Yes.
per player.
Yes, and Rails' team Lovebone will be taking home 400 because it's 100 each.
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations.
Math!
Bravo Sucks at Tetris. Your message has been heard. Congrats to Purple, Misu, Rage Cake, and Nagi.
And of course, we've got to give our hats off to Team Lovebone. They had an unfortunate sacked tank, but otherwise they played amazing this match and this entire tournament. You know, big congratulations to Rails, Barlow, Lobster Facts, Verbansky, and Vanille for making it this far and giving us a great grand finals match.
Yeah, that was a lot more back and forth than I expected to see happen on that final match. Honestly, that was kept us on the edge of our seat right up until that finale for sure.
Just as some closing thoughts for this match, I need to give our big thanks to the tournament organizers, MK, Dragon, Starpoint, for organizing this event and making it such an amazing tournament to watch and to play in. I'd like to thank, the eFreak group for providing those servers. Big thanks to Epilemic for making the UMod, this new config that we've been playing, which brings back the witch in all of her glory. And for the tournament sponsors, Lotus, MK, Dax, El Peri, and Reach, big thank you for them. Once again, this tournament would not have been possible without them. And a big shout out to the organization Found Time. They are raising mental health awareness, and I would like to recommend all our viewers to head over to foundtime.org for any mental health resources you might need. And if you have, any issues or someone, you can go over to their website. And I would also, speaking of, it's a little known fact, the MavWar Hype tournaments started as a memorial for one of the friends of the tournament organizers who passed away, whose name was Hype, hence why these are the MavWar Hype tournaments. So it's always important to, play some Left 4 Dead, and it's, even more enjoyable when you're doing it for a good cause. Lastly, I'd like to give big shout outs to our streamers, XBy, who did almost like every single match leading up to this, Kitty and Infested for also streaming a few matches when XBy was not available. I'd like to give a big thanks to our fellow casters, Kissme and Prodigy, who came back just for this grand finals match. They made it very entertaining. And our other fellow casters who commented throughout the tournament. Rails, Blake, Techno Beaver, Bravo, Disco. Unfortunately, there's too many for me to name personally, but I love the absolute shit out of all of you because it was great fun casting this first competitive tournament for me personally.
Well, thanks for having us here tonight. I had a good time casting, and I hope all of our viewers did too.
Fuck you, Pisa.
Wow. Wow. We just had the most beautiful end credits sequence.
I worked hard on that
beautiful.
speech, Kiss Me.